I'm always interested in the writing process.
Yeah. Why? What is yours? You just go, right? Like you'll just sit in front of the laptop and just write stream of conscious, right?
I think that's important. I don't think it's necessary because some of the greats don't do it. But if I was going to teach a class on creating stand-up,
yeah.
I mean, look, it's not like I'm the best stand-up in the world, so I'm not like I'm the best qualified to do this. But if I was given this task to do that, I would say you should do all those things.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that keeps you from writing.
Yeah.
Like why don't you write?
Yeah.
And if you like to think about things and talk about things, but what about sitting and talking to yourself about a thing and writing it? And there's a very specific mindset that takes place for me when I'm in front of the keyboard and I'm writing an essay on something. I can type, so I don't have to look at the keys, which is nice. I don't type great, but I type okay.
Enough, yeah.
And I type enough. And so I can just zone in on the page and I'm thinking about every word much longer than it takes to type that word. Or rather, it takes it's like if I had to write something out.
Yeah.
If you're writing out a word,
Yes.
it's so much more time to write it out than it is just think about.
So
that
now you're
word.
chewing on it while you're writing it out.
Yeah. So as you're writing each individual word, you're pausing in time.
Yeah.
And you're in a time lapse. And you get to consider each and every possible way you would say something from that word while you're writing that word.
Yeah.
And there's a physical task of doing that with your keys and your fingers that makes you concentrate.
Yes.
Because it fires up your synapses and makes you think that you're doing this with your fingers. It's kind of exciting.
Yes.
Especially if you have a tactile keyboard. See, like I use I use a keyboard that has a lot of keystroke.
Yeah.
It's like got a lot of room.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I work with a ThinkPad.
Yeah. Now,
because they like clickety click, so you feel it in your fingers. So it's this tactile thing, and then the words are up there, and I'm thinking about the words, and then other things come to me.
Do you find that you speak differently when you write?
Yes.
Than when you talk to a person?
Right. Definitely. Well, it's not natural when you write. It's not clean. But what you do is you take these bullet points from these various things that you wrote out and just say them how you would say them.
Yeah.
Say them how you would say them when you're right there.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't rely on writing to create great jokes.
But the ideas
But the ideas, it's a farm for ideas.
Yes.